What's up, Neopet friends? So much has happened. So much has happened in the one day I didn't film for Neopets. So we're gonna go through Jelly Neo. We're gonna not really do the quest log, but we're gonna do other dailies. And I thought I would just show you all these 6 Neopets. I feel like I always show you Lapedia Light and crew, and I don't really know how the this little like standard page who determines the pet order. So here are just some new people that I have. Love Beyonce will not go anywhere. Geo, I'm on the fence about. Cupcake, I like. Cupcake's depressed because a random event made Cupcake depressed, and I've been taking Cupcake to Rue Island like once a day because I don't spend my whole life, at Rue Island, but she's still sad. That's crazy. Chevy, love Chevy. Sir Peggy was my first Grail pet. My first like is the grail's the term we use in my other hobby. I don't know what they say in Neopets, but like a pet color that you really want. That's what I have for Serpegia. And then we have Bertonier, a mutant Aisha who's beautiful and fantastic. So you all, I know you care deeply about my pets. So there you go. That's for you. Happy Saturday. How are y'all's doing? So much news. So much news. Final day for plot battle and volunteer shifts today, September 27, 2025, is the last day to begin plot battles and volunteer shifts for Act 2 of The Void Within plot. This means activities will not be available tomorrow. If you start a volunteer shift today, you can finish it tomorrow and get your prizes. Same for battles, but you can't start anything new tomorrow, so make sure you do what you gotta do. I have my pets in the volunteer slots. I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been doing volunteer shifts just to get items because of they finally announced it. But we'll get there. If you know, you know. If you don't, ooh, I know you're on your toes. And then for plot battles, I did my plot battles because I need my code stones, and I think TNT just knows they have like a hookup for my account because I got like 10 red code stones, which is great. So now I got more code stones. Cool. But get your stuff done today. Also collect your daily void essence. We didn't make it to 80 mil, and we absolutely should have. So that's crazy that I was the only one getting my daily void essences, even though the Reddit and the Discord and Jelly Neo tell you where to go. You just gotta click on some buttons. But y'all didn't want to click on the daily void essences, so now I don't get my 80 million community prize. Whatever. It's fine. It was probably gonna be like super attack piece or like Fiora stamps or something, but not anymore. NT ways. There's so many avatars. Ahem. So many avatars released. I was literally just on Friday, got up, did a little bit of AM Neopets, did my job, passed my quiz. Thank you for the good energy. I didn't even have to reference my notes. I aced that quiz just off of my street knowledge. And I ended the day on Neopets. And why do I see all these new avatars and stuff on Jelly Neo? Anyways, baby avatar. Another avatar has been discovered this evening. That's 4 new avatars today, and it features an older unreleased design from the AOL Instant Messenger era. So, exact requirements are unknown, but it seems to be awarded randomly when using a toy to play with a baby painted Neopet. So, Jelly Neo has confirmed it can be received either from your inventory or on the homepage pet care play option. So that means that if you have a toy, let me be a good little Neo tuber because I don't have anything to do today, and I need a toy. So we're gonna pull a toy. Which one should we get? Yeah, da, da, da. Let's go with the plush because I'm not usually a plush girly. So, if I go to my baby Tiny, you can either do it this way where you click on your baby Neopet, hit play, hit there, and then play with toy. Or you can do it from your inventory. So both ways work. And so come over here on the inventory. If you're wondering like what they were talking about, there's just like 2 different ways. Like feed your pets, groom them, play with them, and you do Tiny this way. Submit. Great. That didn't help me. It can be received both toys with or without the name of your Neopet species in it. So it doesn't have to be like a baby Grundo plushie. It can be received by playing with a wide range of toy item rarities, and it can be received after playing with the same pet hundreds of times. If you got a baby pet, dig out the toy and start playing. So there you go. There you go, there you go. Storytelling 1000th avatar swapped out. The 1000th storytelling contest officially concluded. As you might remember, TNT began releasing old avatars to all winners of a contest back on the 18th. There was an update. Cool. The most recent storytelling contest will be concluded today. Congratulations to all the current winners. If you are a winner in this round, your storytelling avatar has been swapped out for a special 1000th edition avatar. Moving forward, we will be giving out the standard storytelling avatar every 5th round, i.e. 1005, 1010, etc. So this is the new one. It's similar to the other one, but it flashes 1000 at the end of the animation. Were you one of the lucky 15 recipients of this highly exclusive avatar? If not, complain in our comments. So this is a thing for the avatar collectors. I guess you have to like make it into the storytelling contest, and I guess only 15 people were eligible to get this one, so I know the avatar people are not happy. And that's why I'm not an avatar person, because I don't even know what the storytelling contest is. So, Battle Dome Guild challenges prizes are going out. Remember back in like August, at the beginning of the plot, you could join a guild, and like the top 50% of like the top 3 guilds or something get a series of prizes. I talked about it and then I largely forgot about it. Well, those prizes are going out. These are the final rankings. Okay, I couldn't tell you who these people are. Don't know who those are, and then here are the individuals. I'm not in the top 3. That's crazy. Me, who barely does my battles, not in the top 3. It looks like, yeah. Notably, it looks like TNT took so long to get the final rankings together, as roughly half of the top individuals from the tentative rankings posted in the last week were frozen for cheating. Okie dokie. However, you don't have to simply place in the top rankings to get a prize. Anyone who racked up 2,500 Battle Dome points during the event period will receive the Guild First Aid Band-Aid. And when you play, you get an avatar. The Band-Aid can be played and shared with Neo friends, so if you missed it out, you can get it to them. How are you supposed to know if you got that many Battle Dome points? Were we supposed to be paying attention? Because I wasn't. Well, there's another one for the avatar girlies. Another stamp avatar. With the release of 2 new stamps for Skeeth Day, the Kasala page is finally complete, and the respective avatar has been discovered. There's another one that happened. They're completing stamp pages. So if you can complete the 25 stamps on the Kasala page of your stamp album, you got another little avatar. I told TNT to start filling these out instead of doing new things, and they did it. I told TNT how they should run the Faerie Festival, which I'm going to touch on a little bit, and they didn't. So TNT, thank you for listening to me, because it's not easy being the sane person on Neopets. But someone has to do it, and I don't take that lightly, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can hear things from me first that TNT then implements. But they are finishing out the stamps. This is big for the stamp people. Big for the avatar collectors. I'm neither of those. Should I be silly? How much does it cost to get all these? Only 108 million Neo points. Do I have any of these? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all who got this. Okay, I'm close. I got 3. Only 108 bajillion more to go. Look at that. Look at that. Stamp collecting. Okay, we gotta go to page 2. That's how much stuff was released in one day. Capsules, don't care about capsules. Here we go. Here we go. We got updates on the Faerie Festival. My predictions were wrong on when it was going to start, and I can live with that. TNT has updated the Faerie Festival FAQ with new details on this year's version of the event, which will be starting next week on the 30th. It's a Tuesday. I thought it was going to start on a Monday. That's why I didn't think it was going to start this Monday, but the Monday after that. But whatever. This year, Fiora is stepping in as the host. The event will run from September 30th to October 13th. However, there have been some changes. Can I choose what kind of fairy quest I go on? Fairy quests are given out randomly from the event hub page. This year, Battle Fairy, Library Fairy, Fountain Fairy, and Queen Fiora herself will be offering quests to Neopets who visit the hub page daily. So visit the hub page daily. This is great. I need the Battle Fairy because now that we don't get the same Codestone drops and Codestones are gonna go up in price, I need the stats. I need the stats for the Pedialyte. I kind of want to get to 250 by the end of the year, and that's going to require a lot of dedication from me and the Pedialyte, and I'm going to have to get better at kitchen quests, and I'm going to have to get a bunch of like strength serums, which you can't do anymore because those are gone. They're not gone. We got a lot of strength serums from like the volunteer hospital, so all the potions, all the negs, I'm going to need them. So this is a good like boost. And then I straight don't know what I'm going to do with the colors. I don't have that many Neopets. I'm going to start taking people. I might have to do the avatar one where like you like paint like a buzz or something. And then I might try to get the Dead Shia avatar. We'll see. You can't choose. I know a lot of people are like, I only want rainbow pool dips or I only want stats. If in the future we can do it, I would do like a, not necessarily only stats, but it's like leans heavy into stats. So you choose which fairy you want. Do you want Rainbow Fairy or do you want Battle Fairy? And you can like choose teams, kind of how you chose Illicin versus Eudora. And then you get like an increased chance of getting that person's quests. That's not what's happening this year. That's information I'm giving to TNT for next year. But let me think through that idea a little bit more. Anyways, it's random. Cool. While the FAQ question says quests are awarded randomly, this likely means that the choice of the quest is random and a new one will still be available each day. As a reminder, Library Fairy quests work like Ray Fairy quests and that they can award any of the basic elements, Fairy rewards, or Fountain Fairy dips. There's something that's connecting the Fairy fragments, so shout out to the Fairy fragment people. You got something. I'm not getting another app. Donation, like Charity Corner, is returning. However, the limit is changed to points per day rather than individual donations. Thank you, TNT. If you're unfamiliar, in the past with the Faerie Festival, you have to watch Amanda Files' video on the Faerie Festival 2023 if you want like a comprehensive overview of everything. What would happen is you would donate items and then rarity would indicate how many points it was, and so you got like a max like 30 points or something a day, and you had like a limit of like items a day, and so you had to like donate certain rarity items the certain amount for the day. That's why for the past like year people have been telling you to stock up on omelets because certain omelets were worth like the max points. Anyways, click on the donate item button when this opens. You'll click on that in the Faerie Festival Hub to donate. You can donate as many items as you want, but you can only earn up to 281 points per day. You can donate 10 items at once, selecting them from your inventory, and then it'll tell you that. This is so good. This is going to help clear the servers in a way that I don't think TNT is prepared for. And I don't even know if donating stuff clears the servers. I heard that one time in Discord, and I just kept going with it because I don't know how emails work. You think I know how coding works? Because I don't know how anything works. So this is very interesting. This means that my shiny obsidian, the shiny obsidian that I get every day for free, even if it's only worth 1 point, I have like 1,000 in my inventory. So that's good. My icy snowballs, my sticky snowballs, and TNT's listening because like the face bandages, the doctor pants. This is good. All the junk, all the rotten left boots that I have, the broken fishing rods. I'm getting rid of so much junk. And I like that TNT told us this now because then I can like put stuff in my shop because I wasn't gonna like put anything in my shop and like restock until like the end of October when this ended. But now that I know it's not based off of rarity, I can go get me some Munty. Cool. This also means that like if you're doing shop stuff and you price a lot of things like one Neopoint, people are probably like gonna come in and like clear your inventory. So if you have the patience for that, you can probably make something. Cool. You don't have to stock up on omelets. You can donate any item until you reach the point. So the individual points don't matter. So like if something's 1 point versus being like 8 points, it doesn't really matter because you can just donate whatever you have. This is great for also people like me who got the pack rat avatar without even realizing there was an avatar. So a lot of you guys that sell everything, sucks to be you. Sorry, but some of us just put all of our stuff in our safety deposit box, and TNT is thanking us for our service and telling us to free up the server. Okay. So, the FAQ calls out that players will need to visit the quest page every day in order to qualify for the final bonuses. This is something that's tripped up users in the past year, so it's important to remember. You earn prizes every day by donating enough items to reach the max daily points, visiting the quest page, and clicking on Varia, who will randomly appear around the hub page. In addition, premium players will receive a unique premium prize each day for donating during the event. No maximum points needed. At the end of Faerie Festival, you will receive prizes for participating in the Faerie Festival in any way during the event, visiting the Faerie Festival hub page every day of the event, visiting the Faerie Quest page every day of the event, and reaching the maximum amount of donation points every day for the event. There is also a new avatar guaranteed for participation, granted for participation. I'm so excited I can't read. As well as trophies with 3 different tiers depending on how many donation points you earn during the event. I'm getting another gold trophy. TNT said, you know what? While her Neopets are lacking in strength and style, and she doesn't really give out good quality content that makes people flock to Neopets, she does care about her user lookups. We're gonna give her a little gold trophy if she tries, and I'm gonna try. Absolutely will. So you and me, we're getting our gold trophies. So fun. And now to talk about Skeeths. Skeeth Day occurred, and there was an oil paint color in that outfit. And then with the release of the Bailey Charm, Charms 2 is finally complete. I think I talked about that before. Are we all caught up? Cool. I'm gonna just say we're caught up. A lot of exciting stuff. I'm so excited for the 30th. I thought I was gonna have to wait like an additional week. So this is great. Not me hitting the mic. Great news for me. How much stuff do I even have in my safety deposit box? What about my shine? How much obsidian do I have? 212. That's not as much as I thought. What about icy snowballs? 421. Marshmallow. The coffee with marshmallows from the general store is gonna go crazy as anything in the general store because it's always stocked. So the hairbrushes, duckies. What else do we have? I have enough stuff. I'm getting rid of my void snowballs. Goodbye, void snowballs. This is good. A lot of this stuff is going. Okay. Good stuff. Little great stuff. Actually, I'm very excited for Tuesday, which is great. So that was a lot of stuff happened on Neopets, and I just poorly read through all of it for you. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do Trudy. I'm in the middle of Trudy's. Let's do some dailies, and I already did my void battles for the day this morning. I feel like I said that, but I already did them because like I didn't really have anything to do today. I woke up and I did a lot of studying actually because like I don't know. Like it's not midterm season, but it's preparing to be worried about midterm season. So we have that, and then I got a code stone. Shout out to Tombola Man. Get your shiny obsidian. It's free. It's free, and this is a great time to do all of the random dailies that I do that are really wasting your time and wasting your Neo points. But now, what am I gonna do with this moat? I'm gonna donate it. Gonna donate my little moat. It's gonna be great. This is what the people wanted. I'm so happy. This is like it's very rewarding for like the people that come on Neopets every day and we do our dailies and TNT doesn't listen to us and they actively make our lives harder and the site doesn't load and we can't even get our fearless deeds done for the attack on Altador because it doesn't run, but we've so much stuff in our safety deposit box. TNT made this event for us, so thank you. Get your icy snowball. Get your icy snowball because it may not be worth max points, but it's worth something. Come to the fruit machine, get your garbage. I guess you can donate your omelets, but that's crazy. I really was stocking up on omelets for a full year just for them to not really matter. That's fun. It's free. It's a free omelet. It's a free jelly, so not too much. Not too much on the omelet. I can finally get rid of my rotten omelets though. 10 out of 10. I hate them because they look like a cheese omelet. Then I feed it to my Neopets and then they get sick. And then I take them to Marina. And Marina's like, whoops, can't do anything. Hee hee hee, tee hee. Because me and Marina are beefing. And we have been beefing for such a long time. I also haven't gotten anything cool from the new Grave Danger prize pool, but that's fine. There we go. There's that. Nothing else has really happened. Yesterday was a very chill day at work for me, which was like the perfect end to my week. I need chill things to happen more often, you know? Ya feel? Boop doop doop doo. Get my wishes done at the wishing well, even though I never win anything. Do you think Orion's gonna come back? TNT had all those announcements so they could distract me from asking the real question. Where is everyone's favorite Ogren? Last time I checked, because this time last, if you weren't here for Faerie Festival last year, you missed, like, the love of my life, Orion, wiling out. So Orion has this lyre that he plays, but he accidentally got possessed via the lyre. So he started, like, rapping and making people, like, sing and rhyme at last year's Faerie Festival. And it was great. The greatest moments of my life. And then it was crazy. And then when he was possessed, he started like hitting on the library fairy and she's like, girly, we gotta stop this. And so then they finally like cast the evil out of him and he's been in a coma since like what? Faerie Festival, because I don't think we had a lot of updates during Advent Calendar. So now I can spend the rest of my day thinking about what's going to happen to Orion, because he has to come back, because I asked for him to come back for the plot. And then TNT, I don't know how they listen to like some of the things I say, but not everything, because I have been asking for Orion to come back for the plot. And he didn't, because we got a lot of him last year. We were very blessed, got a lot of Orion last year, which was great. Love him to death. But where are we going to get him this year? Are we going to get Orion this year? That is now the only thing I will be talking about for the foreseeable future is where's our boy? Is he okay? I hope he is. Let's test my strength. Nothing, but I can donate the slime ghoster sandwich. Should I buy some stocks? I love how I scroll past stocks every single day. If you're new to Neopets, you can only buy stocks when they're at 15 Neo points, and then you can sell them for however many you want. You can sell them at 16, 17 because it's still a profit, but a lot of people sell at like 30 or 60, or sometimes they get super high crazy. But you're gonna go, these are the little tickers, the logos, and you're gonna go under the current value and you're gonna find one that's 15. You don't really want it to be 16, you want it to be 15, unless you get like a boon, like an obelisk boon that lets you buy them at 10. So if you do like the obelisk battles and you choose a stock market one, then you can buy them at 10. If you have no clue what obelisk is, rock on. You go for 15. So I found this one that's 15, fish pops, and I'll scroll over to the blue, click on fish pops, and I click on it again, and then you can buy up to 1,000 a day. So that's what I do. And then you buy shares, and then when you're done, you come back and you see your portfolio. So you can see the quantity, how much you paid, market value, and the change. So anytime it's green, you can sell. I just hold on to mine forever. But you see like a lot of red because of stocks. And the Neopets stock market is based off of nothing. So there's that. Overall, I'm up 28%. So I got like 1.3 mil. If I sell everything, it'll be worth 1.7 mil. Not super big. So like this 109 for the SKBD, I would probably sell that. Like I probably could and make like a good chunk of change from that. But you're not always gonna get these. Like if it's like 60, you can sell. But even like as long as it's a profit, I'm not going through the stock market. That was my little me talking through the stock market. Let's do the pet lab right and see what we get. Let's zap Foma Crucio first. And then nothing happens. We're gonna zap Fritz. And now Fritz changed to a purple Ona. Who knows? And then I'm gonna quickly do my premium Starlight wheel because I always forget to do that. Always forget to do that. I think it's because I don't have it in my Jelly Neo daily tracker, but I also don't do my wheels every day, so that could be part of the problem. But what do we got? What do we got, bestie? We got a Greeble. Cool. We're gonna do our lab rain. This would be a great day for Zamifolia to change species. Zamifolia has 3 days. You have today, you have tomorrow, and you have Monday to change species. I don't care that you like being a Kiko. Do you see how horrid that little message underneath? But I like being a Kiko. Do you think Zamifolia thinks about the fact that I don't want Zamifolia to be a Kiko? Because I don't. You gotta change it up, bestie. That way I can paint you a color with all the fountain dips I may or may not get at Faerie Festival. Hit points don't mean anything, bestie. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna let y'all's go. I will probably come on tomorrow, to be honest, and then take Monday off, and then record every single day of the Faerie Festival. And you guys are gonna have a fun time. This isn't up for debate. You're gonna watch every single one of my Faerie Festival videos, aren't you? And you're also gonna do the Faerie Festival every day. So, that's kind of it. There we go. I'll probably see y'all's tomorrow, and everything will be great. Everything will be great. And then I just have to make it through Monday. I'm gonna have class on Monday, and I love class. And then that's a weird way of saying it. I'm doing better in my course than I assumed I would. So it just feels very validating to be like a good student for once, because when I was like little and in like middle school and high school and college, I was never like a top student. It wasn't for me being a top student. But now that I'm an adult and I know how like things work, and I also am just able to like contextualize this degree equals this job opportunity, which will make me more money, which will make me happy, as opposed to when I was an undergrad and I'm like, I'm gonna change the world. Being an adult student is kind of cool because like you know directly like what you're doing, why you're here, your reasoning, as opposed to like a more abstract, you know, being a younger person in class. Can I get this avatar? This one will be what I do with my Saturday. Hope you all have fun, and I will see y'all's later. Bye.